Hey guys, welcome back to another Skywar's video, and in today's video we're actually going to be talking about something a little bit different. So if you've been on the hypixel Skywar's forums recently, you may have seen a post that somebody made called How to Properly Nerf Salmon, and I actually really want to talk about it because I thought it was really interesting and I genuinely think it's a very well made post, but it's also like just an issue that needs to be addressed because it's genuinely just been too long, and the issue, it's just gotten worse. I don't know why I have a flint steel in my first slot. Yeah, I mean, the admins have tried to fix salmoning for, years now, but all they've done is actually impact the gameplay of normal players. They've just made the game, like, a lot worse. So what I mean by this is it's basically summarized by Pixels, and Pixels is the guy that made the forum post. His main 2 points about why it made the game worse is because they added a change where you can't place blocks under a certain limit. And you actually may have seen that on some of my videos, on some of my funny moments videos, where like I cannot block clutch on Kingdom, for example, because there's literally like a thing that says that you're, it's like too low, and that's like actually got me killed several times. So
thank you for ghosting area.
What the fuck is
that
this?
really makes my day, honestly.
yeah, that change is actually just bad. I'm not really sure what they were thinking when they were doing that. So, but yeah, that's just one example of how they have tried to fix it, but just made the game worse. And the second thing that Pixel said that made the game worse is the fact that they try to also nerf Salmon very recently, again, by making it so that water or like liquids can't go below a certain point in the void. So they just like cut off at a certain point. And this doesn't actually really do anything because all you can do to counter this is just go up and go to like the bill limit and salmon from there. I mean, I guess you won't get knocked into the void as easily if you try to fight that, but it's still basically the same exact thing. So that change basically does absolutely nothing, and it just makes things like clutching and doing stuff like at a certain point very difficult and sometimes impossible for people that, are just playing normally. So what Pixel suggested to do was, he suggested 2 things to his nerf salmoning, and the first one is to just completely remove Depth Strider. And I mean, I completely agree with this. I genuinely think Depth Strider is actually just an overpowered enchantment in Skywars because it just can be abused very easily. And I mean, he explained it much better than I will, like on why it's like so overpowered, but it's just the movement speed, and like it's just such a big advantage for anybody that has it and is, in water. So yeah, I genuinely just think all Depth Strider should just be removed from Skywars. And Pixel's second point was that they should make all liquids disappear after 30 seconds after being placed. So what he means by this is he's suggesting that like when you place a bucket of water and like 30 seconds later, all the like the source block and like the rest of the water will just disappear after 30 seconds. So basically that'll just like prevent people from stalling out the game, how people usually do salmoning, and you can still like use stuff like water and lava normally and use them how they're meant to be used, but not be abused by like stalling out the game, like I said. So I think that was a very good idea that Pixels made regarding that issue. So yeah, I'll link the forum post in the description, but I still want to talk about it a little bit more. That was just basically the summary of it. I just wanted to explain it. But aside from that, one interesting thing is that if you look at the reactions that are on the post, Motor Gorilla actually did give it an admin diamond. So he definitely saw it, and that's actually a very, good sign that something will actually be done about it. So that's definitely going to be good. And, if this fix actually happens, then Mega will be significantly more playable. Of course, cheaters are obviously still a big problem in Mega, but I genuinely think that the water and lava strats, the Sackboy Clink strats in Mega are significantly worse than cheaters. Because, I mean, cheaters are cheaters, they just exist, and it's just kind of part of a game, and there's not exactly like that much you can do about it on a server like Hypixel. But stuff like water camping and like salmoning and lava casting, stuff like that, those are just genuinely awful strategies that just ruin the enjoyment for everybody in the game. And I know there's many mental gymnastics that people go through to justify doing stuff like that. And listen, I get it sometimes. I've done strategies like that too sometimes, because I think they're kind of funny at points, but I think doing them over and over and over again just to ruin games, especially like Mega, there's just no point to do it. And yeah, it just does not benefit anybody at all. So I really hope this forum post that Pixels made will make salmoning and lava casting and all that kind of stuff come to an end, because I think it's the end of an era, I'm not gonna lie, of this terrible strategy, and I think it's time for it to die. Yeah, but I mean, I hope with the next Skywars update that they release, they'll, well, first of all, I really hope that they'll do something about Mega, and I hope that it will be much easier to play, especially after this patch. So I might put some like replays in this video of Pixel's games just to show what he was talking about. But that's basically all I wanted to talk about. So I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.